Hey, what is up everybody? My name is Rahul and in this video we'll be looking at a challenge called SOAP, and the description of the challenge is the web project was rushed and no security assessment was done. Can you read the etc password file? Now this was a challenge in the PicoCTF 2023 capture the flag competition. Now if we launch an instance, we get a link to the web portal. Now if you see that this is the portal, so I have my burp suit running. Let's click on intercept is on, and before we move on to clicking any buttons, let's just see what we have here. Do we have any sensitive information being stored that should not be there? So looks like there is nothing except for these two files, which we will cover later, but we do not require this for the challenge. So let's just click on details, and as you can see this request is being sent. So let's just send this to repeater. Intercept is off, and here we have the request. So if you click on send, you will see that we get 200 OK with special info created by security for privacy experts. So there are a couple of things that you can try to do. First, you can just even try for SQL injection or XPath, or even look for XXE over here. So let's just not get in too much into it. Let's just see what the application does as of now. So if we send 0, it says invalid ID 0. So this is great. So we know that from the hint that it says XXE. So let's just, because this was also something that we had to try among other test cases to see what this application might be vulnerable to. So XXE, payload, all the things, and here we have it. So the first one that we can try is replace. So let's just copy this part, paste it in here, and let's just see. Now we know that on entering 0 we get an invalid ID of 0. So let's just replace do with 0 and write here example. So what will eventually end up happening is, if this is indeed vulnerable to XXE, what this application should do, or what the parser should do, is that it should look up example and replace example with its value, which is 0, and we should get invalid ID of 0. So if we send it, you see that we get invalid ID 0. But what if we try 1? As you can see, it is working as intended. So now all we have to do is get the etc password file. So all we will do is copy the doc type. Here we have it. Paste it in here and replace example with test, because here we have it as test. So there we go guys, this is the flag for the challenge. So thank you.